Hi, and welcome to Conversations and Cocktails. Today is very active here at Cafe Racer, so you're going to hear a lot of background sounds, but we're all having fun, so it's fine. Today, my guest is Celeste Virago, and Celeste chose a non-alcoholic beverage. This is ginger beer, bitters, and soda. And when I asked her, so why do you want a non-alcoholic beverage? She said, because I'm an ugly drunk. So it's so we do cheers. Here we go. Cheers. Cheers. Yes. Thank you so much for coming. I met Celeste. This is a very unique story. You're going to get a glimpse into my life, how I met Celeste. So Celeste and I were in the same hospital at the same time having baby boys.
Different babies.
Yeah, I had my baby, she had her baby. The crazy thing about it is the father of my baby was her ex-boyfriend. So that's kind of strange. Same hospital, same time, and we both dated the same man. So fast forward a year from when that baby was born, and I found myself in a very unhealthy situation with a person with power control issues. And so I had known that an ex of his, her named Celeste, who I had met once before at Purim. Purim, yeah, right now.
Next week.
And so I contacted my bookkeeper for the company that we had and said, hey, Celeste, what's her last name? She used to work here. And I got your name, and I just looked up her phone number and said, I need help. I need help out. I need safety. I am afraid I'm in danger and my baby. And I had never met you before. And she was there. She instantly was like, I will write you letters. I will be by your side. The day my phone was cut off by this power control person, Celeste showed up at like 9 o'clock at night and said, you cannot be alone without a phone with what you're going through. Because I said, I got a restraining order. Let's get real. So that's how I know Celeste. Celeste is my Shero. And if you've read any of my blogs, there's a woman who I talk about like my Wonder Woman, and that is Celeste. Because the other thing Celeste does, besides she's amazing to work with, I've worked with her for a couple years, and she fixes things like cars and dishwashers and dryers and toilets, and I don't even know. I have no idea, but she does. And I love that. And I love how you're always there for me, and I just love you. So before we get on to Celeste, I just really need to say I love Celeste. And this is Celeste. So
yes.
Now I would love it if we discussed. So Celeste and I did work together, and then I went my direction, and she went her direction, and the direction she went is Etsy. So Celeste has these beautiful bath bombs. Your line is
The Paisley Mermaid.
The Paisley Mermaid is your page.
Yes.
But this line is like women.
Oh, they're all the bath bombs are inspired by different women. And either the shape or the color or the smell might be their favorite flower. I try to incorporate something about each woman into each bath bomb.
Nice. And I have one.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want a Cindy Ann bath bomb,
Yes.
it's lavender?
It's black, amber, and lavender.
Black, amber, and lavender.
Yes.
So go to the Paisley Mermaid and buy a little me. Okay, so these are wonderful, and really, really, her bath bombs are amazing. So, okay, tell us. Well, I know how work was, but why don't you tell me, like, when did you decide to start being creative and go the creative direction instead of your anthropological direction or sociology?
Philosophy.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I've always been kind of crafty, and it's what I do for fun. And with the bath bombs, the bathtub is my happy place. So, and I was always too poor to like go to Lush and buy bath bombs. And so one day I was soaking in the tub and I thought, how hard can it be to make a bath bomb? So I looked up a recipe, and that's kind of what started it all.
I mean, your bath bomb. What I love about your bath bombs is the oil is like the perfect amount. So it's just the color, the fizz. It's lovely.
It's been a learning experience.
Because you make eggs and things too,
Yeah,
right? Like
yes.
what? Like
dragon's eggs.
Dragon's eggs from
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones.
Okay, this is funny. I have to get a little tangential. All the sound you're hearing, there's a lot going on, but there's a big group of like 8 to 10 people playing Game of Thrones Catan.
Really?
Yes, that's what you hear back there. It's
Wow.
a Game of Thrones game. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, so tell me about your process of, so you couldn't afford bath bombs, so you've been playing and making your own bath bombs.
Yes.
And so tell me about that process of going from, I need a bath bomb for my sanctuary and can't afford it, to, I have 3 lines. What is it? You got the Game of Thrones lines, the women, the female, what do you call that line?
Yeah. I don't think it's a line. It's just all of them are. Even the Game of Thrones, it's for the main character, Daenerys, who's the mother of dragons. So I have her 3 dragon eggs.
Okay.
Yes.
So every bath bomb, it's just one line. It's all female, and
Yes.
the dragon's eggs are for the
Mother of dragons.
mother of. I don't
Yes.
watch Game of Thrones. Can you tell?
And she should.
I don't have time.
The books are better.
Books on tape. Do you have Audible?
Yes.
Audible? So one of the things I know also is that the profit margin can't be that great.
No.
So is this mostly a hobby or?
At this point, it is a hobby. Yes.
Okay.
So, but I enjoy making it. I like the creativity. I like coming up with the different ideas. And sometimes it's taken me a long time. I'll have an idea for a woman that I want to make a balm for, and it might take me a year to be able to find a mold or a certain color that will go with what I want to create.
The Alice in Wonderland. I loved the Alice in Wonderland. And that was Valentine's Day for Valentine's Day last year, wasn't it?
It was more of a summer.
Was it a summer?
It was a summer.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's all a blur.
I did a Valentine's Day this year with the
Where was
heart. I know. It was from the Romeo and Juliet, the 1996 film.
Okay.
So it actually looked like the pill of ecstasy that Leonardo DiCaprio took before he went and met Juliet. So it's white and it's got a red heart through it. So yeah.
Beautiful,
Smells
creative.
like roses.
Nice. Yes. And then the other thing that I think is a fascinating thing is you are your own. It's an Etsy product, or the products are yours, but you sell on Etsy. And somebody found you and wanted you to make how many of the Game of Thrones? Wasn't it the Game of
200, yeah. She actually ordered 150 of the Alice in Wonderland,
Okay.
200 of the red dragon eggs, and then she's the one that I just did the Valentine's Day pills for. Yeah.
So, and that's, you do that yourself. So,
I do that myself.
so one of the things about growing a company, right, is when do you have to start hiring somebody?
You
Or when
go
you have
to
a
work
money?
so that you can pay your rent, and then you come home and you do the work that you're excited about. Yes.
Hopefully there'll be a point, right?
I don't know if there will be or not, but it's good. It helps me do something creative, and I enjoy some men use my bombs, but I enjoy making something that I know women really enjoy, and that kind of expresses some of, I don't know if admiration, but just being able to put out there about the different women that each of the bombs are inspired by. So
I mean, really, and it's
my homage to
your
a lot of
homage
these
to-
women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your website, they're all on your website too, right?
Yes.
And that's paisleymermaid.com?
the Paisley Mermaid.
thepaisleymermaid.com.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think when people, women especially, anybody actually, start a business as a hobby,
Yeah.
they don't understand like this ups and downs and paying the rent, as you said. And-
Right.
Yeah, so they're like, ah.
Yeah. No, you definitely have to, I think, enjoy what you're doing, because you're going to invest time and energy and money, and there will be tears, but there will also be really happy times. But yeah.
Happy times. Okay, let's
Happy
do.
times.
Here you go.
Okay.
Okay, look at this. These are. I don't know if you can see it.
This is the next chapter in the Paisley Mermaid.
These are mermaid crowns.
Mermaid.
So we're gonna wear our mermaid crowns, and this is Pisces season. So I always think of how's mine?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
You have the gorgeous mane.
I have mermaid hair.
She does.
I have to keep it like this because camera can't see me apparently. So it's Pisces season, and so this is perfect for your Pisces friends or the mermaid. I mean, these are beautiful. They're perfect anytime.
Yeah.
And if you're doing the mermaid parade in Seattle, we have ours over on West Seattle, Alki. In Alki, there's a.
I've got to get over there with these then.
You
when
do.
that happens.
Yep, get
Yes.
a table and yeah. So, but you should order yours first before because, let's face it. Hello.
I wanted to make mermaid crowns long before I even thought to make bath bombs. But now I have this vision of people women soaking in their tubs with the bath bombs with their mermaid crowns on.
I'm totally gonna do that. I think I'm gonna have a party where we all wear these crowns. These actually,
Even Jeff.
I am blessed in that these two crowns are for two of my dearest friends who are Piscean. So I feel very blessed that I got some of the first. Okay, ready? Here's this one.
I did do a good job.
You did a great job. Look at this. Can you see it? These are amazing. Okay, so growing your business. You haven't even put these on Etsy yet. So
Not yet.
these are actually may be on Etsy by the time this gets put up, but they may not be there yet because I bought 2 of the 3. So it's look though, because you could have one.
Yes.
Now, so again, we were talking about growing the business, the problems with the business, the problem of knowing when to flip that switch, and really your work. So the day-to-day pay the bills work is actually admirable as well.
Yes.
You work in the elder care community, and you help the elders through senior services,
It's a nonprofit.
the nonprofit, figure out which insurance they should be
Give them
using,
Medicare counseling.
Medicare counseling. So her day-to-day job is super Shero as well. I mean, really, and yeah, you're an amazing human being. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So we're gonna.
Are we done?
I asked every woman this question. Let's
What?
get this one
Okay.
out of the way because we talked about the problems.
Okay.
As a female, and with your personal culture of origin, how has that helped you or hurt you as you've grown your business or in your field of career?
I wish you had asked me this before I showed up so I could think about it.
Sorry.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah.
As a female,
And culture of origin.
in my culture, the American culture,
Your family
my
culture,
family culture,
American culture, whatever you consider your culture of origin.
how is that what?
Helped you or hurt you?
Well, I will say this. My mother is very creative. And so I grew up being encouraged to be creative. And also to let my freak flag fly.
I love that. Let my freak flag fly.
So that was definitely a positive. Yes. So I could be 50 and make mermaid crowns.
Right? Yes.
Be excited about it.
And bath bombs.
Bath bomb.
And how do we find you again? So tell everybody, people are going to want to buy your product.
I'm on Etsy, and my Etsy store name, because Paisley Mermaid was already taken, it's Paisley Mermaid Lagoon. So if you go on to Etsy, or you can type in, Mae West Bath Bomb, Mother of Dragons Bath Bomb, and it should take you to my store. But it's the Paisley Mermaid Lagoon is what the store is called on Etsy.
Nice. And then your website.
Is the PaisleyMermaid.com.
Perfect. And then do you have social media accounts?
Nope.
No social media accounts. Okay. Well, I love you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing all this with me and with us. And I think that it's important that people understand that deciding to make a hobby a career is not as easy as it looks.
But it is very satisfying.
There you go.
Yes.
So if you're growing a hobby and a career, you know how to do it. Ciao. Bye. Give me a hug.